Arians continues to protest too much, in my opinion, about the idea that there was professional friction between him and Tom Brady. And Arians was at it again last night. Arians Family Foundation Gala, talking to Rick Stroud. Hey, Tom sent me a picture of a $50,000 watch. How can we hate each other if he's giving me a watch? We're going to golf when he's back in town. We don't hate each other. And he's missing the point. It's okay for people to not see eye to eye professionally and still be friends. The goal is to separate the professional relationship before it undermines the friendship. I've known people, and Tom, I'm sure you have as well, that you just can't work with professionally, but you like personally. We may be proving that today. I like you no matter what, but I can't work with you may be the end result after 2 hours of this. I don't know. We've still got an hour to go.
And at the end of it, if I leave
people can
quietly,
compartmentalize.
Yep. And if I leave quietly, say, you know what, Mike? Yeah, you're right. All right. It's probably best off. You might send me a $20 Starbucks gift card because of that. You would appreciate
15.
that.
15.
And you'd say, hey, when I'm up there, let's, whatever it is you like to do with your time, smoke a cigar because I know you're not going to play golf. So you would say that. Here's a gift certificate and a cigar on the back porch. And we would still have a good relationship. That's the essence of it. But Tom, if you want to stay and keep co-hosting with me, Mike would say, as Brady would have said to Arians, you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z. And I would have said, that's too early in the day for me. I'm not doing that every day. So I'm going to prefer to not do it. And then you'd say, phew, he kind of was a pain in my ass anyway. Not a pain in my ass. It's totally a way. That's what I think the Glazer meeting probably more likely was. Like, I want to come back. I want to keep playing for you guys. I'm contracted. I know you're not going to let me out. Since you're not going to let me out, how can we express to Bruce that I want things done a little bit differently? And if we can't express to Bruce that he accedes to doing those things differently, what can we do about maybe moving him into some kind of a situation where he's not the head coach on the sideline and doing the game plans? Boom. It's that simple. All done with dignity, all done with respect and love.
Oh, they crafted a narrative that allowed Arians to walk away with his head held high, with no sense that he was pushed, that he's the one who's choosing to leave, even though it defies common sense and logic, right? He's got it made. That was the point when, I think it was Jason LaConfora, Super Sunday Splash Report for Super Bowl 55. If the Buccaneers win, Bruce Arians may retire. And Arians was saying that's bullcrap, although, he doesn't say bullcrap, and I would like to say the other word too. Sometimes I do. But, the sense was he's going to coach as long as Brady's there. He's got it made. He's not working very hard. Others are taking care of everything. Todd Bowles runs the defense. Byron Leftwich runs the offense. Arians just putters around in the golf cart and shows up for the games. It's great. It's great. You've worked hard your whole life. You're entitled to enjoy yourself in your final few years. And then all of a sudden it pivots to, well, I had an opportunity to hand the reins to one of my guys without Kyle Trask or Blaine Gabbert as the quarterback. All due respect to them, and both are going to be great players. But, I get to give Todd Bowles the team with Tom Brady still here, and that's what I always wanted to do. Even if you look back at the things he said over the years, there's no indication that's what he always wanted to do. I never had a sense that he had this grand aspiration that whenever I'm done, look, all he's been doing when the coaching cycle kicks in every year, the hiring and interview process, he's pushing his guys. There was never one of them should stick around because I'm going to walk away while Tom Brady's still here and give them the reins. That was never discussed. So they crafted a narrative. They're working very hard to continue to sell it. And Bruce Arians, I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. And he recognizes that people aren't going to believe it. And he's still pushing back.
I think it's because he's a good guy and has created so many outstanding relationships with media members that he feels as if the true story should not be really interrogated. Can't you just leave it? Can't you just stop picking at it? Folks, huh? I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
Tom likes me.
Can't you just ignore
Tom.
the truth? Can't you just ignore the knife that Tom Brady jammed in my back? Can't we just ignore that?
And I think that's probably, in a way, perhaps maybe the way that Bruce Arians feels because, and I don't think that Brady did sink a knife in his back. He just wanted the people at this point in his career when he can ask for it, as I was talking about earlier, since he has become self-actualized and understands the weight that he can throw around because of who he is and what he's done. He said, all right, I'm going to do this. And Tom Brady's more powerful than Bruce Arians. He is as powerful as an owner. in some ways, or more, given where he is at this stage in his career. So when you look at Brady saying that and moving in that direction, Bruce Arians says, well, I can tell what the landscape is here, but Arians will continue to push back against Brady in kind of passive-aggressive ways. For instance, Brady in the retirement stuff, when Arians says, I think he's one of those guys who just wants his name out there. Remember that? Or
yep.
Arians continually lobbying for everyone to get credit and Tom not to get too much credit. I think Arians probably has as much agitation, if not more, at Brady, because he probably feels as if, the stories of the red pen going through the game plans that were crafted by Brady and Leftwich that Arians would wield came from a Brady level source. So if there's agitation, it's probably Arians toward Brady, because he has not, in Arians' mind, allowed a graceful exit. And we continue, you do specifically, to interrogate why, which is fair. It's part of the story. That's last thing. That's what people in New England used to get so pissed off at me about. Why are you negative now? Why the heel turn? Why you want to be, I'm like, this is the most historic NFL run ever. You guys don't want to know how it's coming apart. You guys don't want to know why it's going the way it is. I can't help you. I got to chronicle what's up. So people don't want to hear it sometimes.
Some fans want to remain nestled in ignorance. They don't want to hear the why, because the why points to things they'd rather not think about. And Buccaneers fans don't want to think about turmoil. They don't want to think about Tom Brady wanting to leave. They don't want to think about anything other than this heroic narrative that was crafted where Bruce Arians walks off into the sunset, head held high. Tom Brady not responsible in any way, shape, or form for that. And they will point loudly to, well, he was at the retirement press conference. Big freaking deal. He showed up. Big deal. That means everything's fine.
Friend.
He showed up. They're friends. And he's happy about this development. And as I've said time and again, plenty of people go to the funerals of folks they hated. Hell, there'll be no one at mine. Here comes the video. I know it's coming of Sims at my gravesite, but it's just a matter of time if I talk long enough. And the $50,000 watch, who cares? I mean, Tom Brady can crap out a $50,000 watch. Come on. I mean, let's face it. I'm sorry, but I'm committed to the truth. There it is. Thank you. I knew it eventually. We don't have audio today with Aaron Rodgers saying. Anyway. I don't think that we as media members have any obligation to sign on for the BS just as some sort of a favor or whatever. Come on. Let's be honest with our audience. That's all that I think we have an obligation to do, is honest and transparent with our audience. And I think the honest and transparent approach is something went on.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.